Now, you mentioned the rate changes, so or you mentioned property taxes. So we've got property tax and we've got sales taxes, right? So two main revenue drivers for a municipality. Sales tax. Talk to me about where you guys are in your current rate, the rate itself. Do you think it will continue to go higher? Or are you guys at a good point with your sales tax rate right now?
So our sales tax is going to stay the same. I mean, it's the way it works in North Carolina is you can get different articles and you can opt to elect in, and we're not going to go up or down anytime soon. But those numbers keep jumping up for us because of the sheer amount of volume that we're seeing. The more people are eating out, more people are coming to our movie theater as opposed to the large AMC one town over. We're seeing people invest locally, whether that's out of compassion or out of fear. I'm not quite sure, but we have seen a huge growth in daily visits to what we have to offer. I mean, we get people that come down from places like Asheville and Hendersonville all the time, or come up from Greenville or Greer just to eat, go to a movie. And it's one of those things where we try to bank on, we know what's going to happen, we know what's going to occur in everything that we do, but we also have to admit we have no clue why this is occurring. So it's just do the best we can, and we don't expect anything to change with sales tax on our side, but we do expect it to continue to grow. I think the world has changed post-COVID.
I find it surprising, Zach, that you don't have the crystal ball, because I was expecting you out of anybody to have the crystal ball to know the future and be able to tell everybody what is exactly going to happen.
A lot of managers,
I know that's what people want.
A lot of managers will tell you they know everything, but I'm here to tell you that ain't the truth.
well, and I look at it from a basis perspective, to where, in my opinion, and focusing on real estate for a second, I think we have to throw out the stats of 2020 second half and 2021.
Yeah.
A lot of people fight me on that, but the last normal market was 2019, right? Like, let's be real. That was the last normal market. When everyone got locked up in their house, it became, oh my goodness, we need a bigger house, or we need to make updates. So property values began skyrocketing purely based on demand. And so we talk about property taxes now. It's a big question, right? Because if you got to have a neutral budget, right? So are you kind of looking at it, and is the staff looking at it from a perspective of, okay, this is an opportunity for us to raise some additional revenue for maybe some capital expenditures, some expansion, or are we going to lower that rate potentially because the value's going up to kind of keep a net neutral and keep the existing expenditure values?
Yeah, so when we look at how we do our budgeting, we meet with the mayor and the commissioners multiple times throughout the year, starting in like November-ish, December, and we have to get their feedback in terms of what they want to see. And if they're diehard, no taxes, we as staff know, all right, let's do our job and let's do it the best we can. We'll make the sacrifices we have to make because there are, unfunded mandates that occur. This past fiscal, we were told we had to lift about 1% for retirement. And it's not easy to do. So, people think there's a lot of waste in government, and I'm not going to disagree for the larger scale of operations, but I do implore everyone that lives in a medium to small town, go look at your budget and see what it is, because a lot of times you'll find there may not be a lot of waste, because what happens is mayors and councils tend to keep that in check, and the staff has to make adjustments. But for us, we're not looking to kind of grow anything with rates. We always look to grow with the overall value. So as the property values go up, we do create more money with the same tax value, the same assessed rate. So we always try to do that first. If push comes to shove, we have to have serious discussions with our citizens, with our mayor, with our council, with staff about why we're raising taxes. What's the importance of it? What's it going to fund directly? So